So I've had a lot of trouble with Greek because I don't know how much I should trust him on like the end of a paragraph and the end of a sentence, because this is Codex Vaticanus from the Vatican. This is Codex Alexandrinus, and look at what it has on the like. Someone drew a little art. All seeing eye won't let you hide what the Bible says. Someone's going to come around and be able to freaking translate it. Uh-oh. Because that really does show you the beginning of like at least sentences. Like I think like my opinion right now is that you can see sentences by spaces. Like I think like that's kind of like what I'm thinking, but I'm confused here because you would think that would be a sentence. Because how do we not have periods? Like how is the alphabet so much smaller? But like still like my opinion is I can write a computer program that changes that into that, and it'd be easier to read than that. And I don't know why we're translating the Bible into another script so that we can read the other script. Like if we have a script that we can translate it to, and that's why I think I really could sell this. I think that like my twin did that. Well, they burned down the Library of Alexandria, and they like enslaved people with their religion, and for a very long time. What's happening with the Pope right now? Well, he's hanging out with like the leaders of the European Union, and like for some reason, everyone. It shows respect to these people from the Catholic Church when like they know how hard they've tried to hide what the Bible says. Like it's like the craziest thing ever how hard they've tried to hide the truth about the religion, and they have all this secret like stuff that tell they can translate the Bible. Like, but instead I have to sit there like trying to figure out how to do it, and like I think the secret is a computer program. So like the Codex Vaticanus doesn't even end in words on the same line. Do I think it should end words? Do I think words should end on the same line? Of course I do. Like a word should not roll over to the next line. That's silly. So like if you don't realize that there's something wrong with the Bible, like you are like absolutely crazy, but I'll figure out how to translate it probably. You guys know me, I'm always working on things, and I have to figure out how to translate the Bible, which I think I'm going to do Codex Alexandrinus. And I think like my plan is basically I'll have two ancient Egyptian experts, so they speak Egyptian Arabic, if they're ancient Egyptian experts, and they probably do like Egyptology stuff. I'll have five Greek experts, two Latin experts that might speak Greek, one Islam expert, and then I would have a software expert and me working with me at 6 o'clock in the morning, translating the Bible in the Sky Lounge. Where is it? Yeah, upstairs lobby Sky Lounge. Because like the guests get there, they go to the Sky Lounge. The Sky Lounge actually does have like a work area. Like it does have like a conference room table, but it also has other things like it has a PlayStation, stuff like that. It has rooms like so you can go to them. It's a suite at the Cosmopolitan that has rooms and stuff. There's a putting green I think in the Sky Lounge and stuff like that. So we'll meet up there, and it will be filmed, and then we'll coordinate with like Greek programs and like all over the world, because like say that we're talking about something and someone's like there's no one in the room that speaks French, not a single person, and we don't know something that we're talking about, like a French Greek expert that didn't manage to make it in the room would like to listen. So we'll film it every day, like our conversation, and we'll talk about our research, and it might turn into a reality show like once a week, where we're translating the Bible. It'll be a lot of drama. So in the end, we'll end up with three versions of the Bible: the literal translation, the abridged version, and my version. And then we'll also do like a version where we translate this into that so that you can, and then we'll also like have like this, but with underlined words so that you can look up the Greek. So we'll have a companion dictionary with it. And we'll also do interlinear with like the proper Greek for the Bible. And then we'll also do like maybe one other one. Because I think that my version will definitely have like, even if I am doing my own version with my own translation, I'll have underlined words, because I do want you to be able to understand the word. Because I don't want to take that many liberties, but my version, like if I do an extended version, might actually start commenting on the text. So I couldn't help it. I had to go examine Codex Alexandrinus, because apparently you can get access to it. And so what I did is I looked at Sophia Izu Sirach, and because I wanted to see like the title page and any art around it. And the conclusion I reached is that I want to go read that page and that page and that page and anything that's marked with an X. And so I what I'm going to do like this week, I usually teach Bible on Sunday, is I'll look at Sophia Izus in Codex Alexandrinus and also in like my other Bibles, and I'll look at these parts of it. See, you can see how they do sentences. Like it's easy, and like it seems like a huge amount of the sentences start with Kai, which is and. Which I had talked about before, like that's one of the ways they see, but like they just end it. Like it's like, here's my point. But that's because this is Sophia Izus, which is like a Proverbs type thing. Like the man who digs a pit will fall in is a proverb. And so like I think that like in the very beginning of Greek, they were probably writing in a way that like you can see the end of the sentence. But I don't know. So yeah, I'll do that this week. I'll go look up these chapters of Sophia Izus and see what we found. I didn't see markers in the book of John. Like I went and looked at the New Testament a little bit to see if there were markers on anything there, because I figured if there's anywhere I'm going to find markers, it's the book of John. Nope, only in Sophia Izus. I can't believe I'm making another video, but I want to put a Siwi on the team, but I don't know if I can put a Siwi on the team because I don't know if they speak good enough, if they speak English enough, or if they would matter enough. But I can have a team of Siwi in Cairo. What are the Siwis? They're people from Siwa. Okay, so basically, like there's this oasis in the middle of the desert, like on the border of Libya, which is very, very far away, like very far away. And they speak this language called Siwi, which is supposedly like some sort of Berber language. I don't know anything about it. But I know it's like almost extinct. And they speak a lot of Arabic too. So they would be speaking Egyptian Arabic. But they speak like Siwi Arabic, basically. And so like I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, Alexander the Great traveled across the desert to go talk to the Oracle of Amun or Amun-Ra, in like at the Siwa Oasis, and they've got mummies and stuff there. Like that is like a very old Egyptian place, and he managed to speak to the Oracle of Amun, and like if he managed to speak to him, then they must have had some linguistic things in common. And so like my theory is that the Siwis were not as influenced by ancient Rome, because like this is like the preservation of language like was fought against by Rome. Like the history of Rome is burning books and stuff like that. So it would be nice to have a Siwi on the team, but I don't have to. I do think like it would be nice to have a Coptic speaker, but I don't have to. But like I would want a team of Coptic speakers connected to it. Like just because there are this many people on the team doesn't mean this is how many people are going to be living in the hotel with me. Like I mean, because they can just stay because they're working at 6 a.m. Like they're waking up and going up to the Sky Lounge. They haven't even had breakfast. Like just they can stay there. Trust me. Like that's what it's for. Is for people that are working too much. And then they can have teams that they work with because the Bible's too big. We'll never actually get through it. But we've got to solve. We got to solve some of the Bible question problems, and maybe a Siwi could tell us how to. I'm really up at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out if there's a reason that the Bible has marks in Sophia Isus, which is like kind of a secret book of the Bible. Like in Codex Vaticanus, it's called Sophia Sirach, which it's like actually Sophia Isus Iu Sirach, which is he's the son of Sirach, but then the Vatican or the Catholic Church changed it to Sophia Sirach like that long ago because they were trying to get away from the name of Isus. And so I was like, well, maybe there's a reason that they put marks in this book. They're trying to tell us like something. And so I've been looking into it, and I looked at 23, and like it does. I don't see pater right there. And so I'm wondering if the reason it's marked is because it's been changed, because the text has been changed. Because like if you look at the end of 23 here, apolese me. So like it looks like it is the right spot, but then once you get here, there's no kuri pater kai despota zoes mu, but there is zoes mu. So like what I'm thinking is that like what we're getting in our Greek Bibles is wrong there. I did check the end of 23, and it looks like it lines up because this Sophia right there. So that's how far I've gotten with it. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, so I am very impressive. I have figured out that there's something missing from the Bible here. It's the Catholics. It actually is the Catholics. Like it really is the Order of Melchizedek, which it was actually Jewish people who controlled the Catholic Church who didn't believe in Jesus at all. Like they were, they just believed in making money off the church. I just want to point out something real quick. Have I already made a discovery this morning in Sophia Isus? Yes. Why did I make a discovery? Because what it appears like is there's this word here, OE, which is not in my dictionary for classical Greek. And the reason that we know that's a word is because zoes is a word, and mu is a word, and kai is a word, and is keped a word? No. Could I figure out keped? No. I think that's what it says. Is keped, kai, we, zoes, mu. And then then it's done. Over here, what he decides is it's a comma, and then it keeps going until atos. And I don't even see where atos is on there because I didn't actually do a full screenshot. But like he's gonna add a period, he's gonna just make up stuff. Like he doesn't care if there's a line ending right there. He'll do a comma. And that's like the way it always is. Like, and that's why I knew the translation was wrong in the first place. I know the Bible's translation is wrong, but this is supposed to be Kyrie, which is the Lord, our Father. And so like what I'm telling you is clearly it's not. And the reason you know that is because you can look at apolese ma or me or whatever. I don't even know how to say that. But do I think that mu is possessive my life? Because keper and something my life. I don't know. I know that it's always my in when it's translated in the Greek Bible like this. See agomai mu. Once again, you'll see it's my agomai. But ignomai. Ignoye. I don't even know what that is. I'd have to look it up. What I'm trying to say is I think that when you make it possessive, you add an e, because it would be like Zoesi. It would have an iota at the end, I think. But I'm not 100% sure because I haven't figured out the language 100%. But I know Rabbi is possessive of my master. And so, like, it's very hard to figure out, like, the Bible. But what I can figure out very easily is there's no pater. And this one is the oldest book. And this is the one that's, like, not Order Melchizedek. Like, this one seems to be the secret book that I kept around because of the way, because it's marked where the Bible's changed in chapter 23. All right, so this is what I'm thinking for my computer program that I'm gonna write to help me translate the Bible and help a team translate the Bible. Because like clearly what we've realized is that keped is not a word, and is a word kai, oe is not a word in Greek, zoes is a word, it's life, mu is a word. So we know that OE is a word now, so I can add it to my dictionary. I don't know what it means though, but clearly it's not something that I really care about the negation on. Like all these words I care about negation, unless they're diphthongs, and I feel like ug might be a diphthong. I think Andrea is clearly indicates that on is a diphthong. And so but a lot of things aren't diphthongs, and that's why they're negatives. But like what I've added on here is the part of speech, which like I think that it's pretty easy to know like if something's a noun, and like conjunctions are very easy and stuff like that, and that's essential. And then I also did this included in compound words, like because if OE never occurs without being a word by itself, like kai. Well, actually, kairos is actually a word. That's probably not a very good Boolean to add. But I do want to know when it, that's so difficult. Because like what I really want is like a printout, which anytime it sees kai, it's going, this is in red. And kyuri could be in red, I think. But I don't know about that because like the word changes so many times, and like I'm pretty sure like you can, but pater definitely could, but that could always be in red. But clearly there's no kyuri pater here, but there is my life or life of mine probably. But there's something the life of mine, like we the life of mine. But like, why is it saying kaper? Do something, and so like I'm still trying to translate this, but like in order to get really good at translating it, like I need to know what the words are, and that's why I want it to be colored. Like once we've decided this translation is good, like keper will get like will turn into a color like red, and once it's red, like we know that is what the word is. Like we know what kai is every time in mu. Like we know I think we do know that that's what it is. And Zoes, we do know, so that could be red. And that's basically like the software helps you look at it. I've been getting into this book, Codex Alexandrinus, because like what I've kind of decided is this is the actual Bible. And no one knows what the actual Bible is because they follow the Vatican. But this book was kept secret for a long time, and I found some Arabic in it, but the Arabic is like so freaking hard to read for me. But like what this says is that one of them, which I can't even figure out which one because I can't find Alexandria, is all I see is also I can't even see it because my hand's blocking it right now. But that doesn't look like Alexandria. Because there's a ha. So, but it says that this book is bound to the patriarchal cell in the fortress of Alexandria. Whoever removes it will be excommunicated, and it says it was written by Athanasius. So, what do we know about history? There were the Romans and the Levites, right, in the order of Melchizedek, and they were in charge, and they had a Jewish dictatorship, and they had Jewish law. And then Jesus came and Like they had to give in and accept this religion so that they didn't have to fight their slaves. And so, but the problem was that the religion had problems in the Bible. And then the other problem is that like their own religion already had problems in the Bible, like this book Sophia Jesus and some of these other books like Hosea. And so there was this group of people in Alexandria who had to that hid this Bible, which is called Codex Alexandrinus now. And like it is so much easier to read because these spaces compared to the Codex Vaticanus, which, by the way, like I am certain that that is not Curie Pater. It's not there. Kai is there, and then this word despota is not there, which sounds like despot because it is. Wait, no, it's not connected to that word. I don't know. But Zoes is there, and so is Mu. And so all I'm saying is that the way that they're doing the Bible into the Greek, from the Greek into the Greek, is wrong. And we know that. And these people were trying to protect this book. You know what I'm going to do with this book? I'm going to print it out with my own, this turned into my own type of script, which is English alphabet. But I'm also going to print it out with that. And I'm also going to have I'm literally going to pay people from India and China to do calligraphy and to write it by hand, because I will sell handwritten Bibles that we remove some of the books. Say we remove Zacharias. That's fine. But I've been talking about this text, which is the old, the Christian Bible. It's Codex Alexandrinus. It was hidden in Alexandria. We found out now that it was protected by this guardian, this priesthood, guardian group in Alexandria, who have this hidden book from the Roman Empire, and it's a lot easier to read, is what we found out. But what we've also found out is that Curie Pater Kai Despota is not there, but this Zoes Mu is there, and the Kai is there. And so, we started to figure out that the 23rd chapter of Sophia Jesus was marked for a reason, because there's a mark on it. Someone marked it for me. And I'm sure some of you guys heard me say that I found something, and you're like, oh yeah, you found something. Sure. No one's ever read the Bible. Well, yeah, I did find something. I found where it's changed. But I just want to point out something, though. There's Bule Aton. There's no Bule Aton here. I typed out that, and so not self is what I was thinking, because ego, but I'm not sure, because I'm just because I think it is a Greek thing, and then against, because kata, because there's this big long word, kata lipes. And what is that? Lepes. But mine doesn't say lepes. Mine says kata, which that's very hard to tell. That's a lambda. It says lebis, but I'm not sure what it says. So I just said les. But it says cool. It did say cool somewhere after that. I don't know where it says it. I did find it somewhere, because all Nagto, because wherever Nagto is, Nagto. So there was, maybe that's not what it says there, because this is, I don't know, it's very hard to read. From K cog cool O, because O U lambda, I decided that's a kappa. Sorry, because if that's how you spell all, because that I would say that in Arabic,